What's up, y'all? I'm back at it again, here to show y'all the evolution of all three wheelchairs racing bikes. I know y'all see me posting mukbangs talking about them and motorcycle videos riding them, but now I'm going to give y'all the backstory on all three of them. This one right here, the Z125 Kawasaki ROM, this is my baby right here. I got this one. This is my first ever street legal motorcycle, and I got it when I was 14 years old. I was still in middle school. So y'all, I got this bike when I was in 8th grade. On my birthday, my mama had came and got me from school. Didn't know what was gonna happen. Thought I was just gonna go home. I knew when I got in the car, she had a cookie cake for me. I thought we was just gonna celebrate, go out to eat. But when I got home, they told me to go outside in the front yard, and there it was, my baby. So when I got this bike, the first thing I did that next Monday was went straight to the courthouse and got my motorcycle license. Now, it took me a while to get it. First time I ever got it, I rode it everywhere. Rode it to school, rode it everywhere. I even took this bike to Huntsville. My first week of riding, I took it to Huntsville, rode it around. I know I put at least 200 miles on it in the first few months just riding. This is my ride. And most kids, they can't drive street. They can't legally drive at the age of 14. Sorry, mosquito. They can't drive at the age of legally at 14. And I was able to do that with the Z125. So yeah, I took this bike. I actually drag raced this bike. This is my first street legal motorcycle that I drag raced. I ran it in Class Street ET. I did okay. It was a slow bike, so I had the advantage of Street ET because those other bikes had to come get me because they were way more faster. So I got me a couple round wins. That's a little bit about my baby. So now we're gonna get over here to the big one. The Suzuki 1000, 2003 model. I got this bike when I turned 17. And actually, it's crazy how I got it because I remember, you know what I'm saying, I didn't want nothing for my birthday for real. So I just had called my parents. They were out of town. I had called them, and it was like, what you want for your birthday? And I was like, I want a 1000, a Suzuki 1000. At first I was just playing, you know, I didn't think nothing of it because I was like, man, they ain't not finna give me no Suzuki 1000. So I didn't think I could get the Suzuki 1000 because I had just got a brand new truck for my 16th birthday. So I didn't think nothing of it. So when my 17th birthday come around, all I had in my head was just give me money and all clothes. That's all I wanted. Because when you get to that age, it's like, okay, you done really had all the really big birthdays. You ain't really gonna get spectacular stuff unless you buy it for yourself. So I had ended up going to Top Golf with some of my family and friends. Some of my friends and towards the end of Top Golf, my mom was like, "You want to go outside and see your gift?" So I kind of had in mind that I had something fast, a motorcycle, because my great granddad, can't hold water. He called me like an hour or two before. It was like, "We got something over here for you. You think you can handle it?" And I kind of knew in my mind then that I had some type of motorcycle or whatever. So I went outside and it was covered up in the sheet. At first, my uncle tried to throw me off. He was like, "You want to see because my uncle ride Harley Davidson." So yeah, and there's actually a video out of me getting this bike for my birthday. So my uncle had told me, my uncle ride Harley Davidson, ride all around the world. He's like, "You want to see my new Harley?" So I didn't take nothing of it. I went out there. As soon as they threw the blanket over the bike, this was my baby right here. And I talk about, I fell in love with it since the day I got it. I mean, I literally didn't have no type of riding clothes to ride a motorcycle in. And luckily my mama had packed some stuff because of course she knew I would have wanted to ride it. The night I got it, I rode it all the way back from where we was at all the way home. It was about a 30-minute ride. And ever since then I fell in love with it. And I actually been real successful on this bike. And this class called 6.0 Index. You gotta run a 6.0 or slower in the 1/8 of a mile. I've been real successful in it. The last 4 or 5 races I've been to, I done got either to the semifinals or the finals. And actually one event, which was our own race, Howard 20 badge, I actually won the 6-0 class. And I know y'all might say, oh, we ain't believing that, it's rigged up because it was their own race. No, I had to battle it, and I actually had to compete with a tough competitor in Dawn Barker. And I'm gonna insert that clip right here. So yeah, we battled it out. At first I thought I had got beat because when we got towards the finish line, I seen him coming around me. But so happened he had broke out, he had ran faster than 6-0, and I ended up winning it. And I actually took this bike through the quarter mile and ran the Dirty 30 class in Indianapolis, Indiana. We just came back from. I'm gonna insert that clip right here. Yeah, I had pretty fun. I beat myself that race. I ran lit. And then I did all types of stuff. And I just messed up. But yeah. I love this bike. And now we're gonna get on to my problem child. Now this is my brand new baby. That's been a headache, to say the least. Now this bike is different from these two bikes. Why? Because this bike is not street legal. This bike is only for track racing purposes. It's a grudge bike. As of right now, I'm running in Top Gas, which is a 510 index. And soon, towards the end of this year, I'll probably run it in 460 class, which is the class that my dad runs with his big bike. And yeah, this bike has been in the making for over 2 years now. And we just had to get everything together, figure out the route we wanted to go with before we put it all the way together. And we actually got this one. We actually started on this bike. We got this bike done in a week of our own race. And that was our plan, was to try to get this bike running and going by our race, our Highway 20 badge race. So we got the bike assembled, got it put together, motor in there, pipe hooked up, everything ready to go. And the first time we cranked the bike up, literally the first time we cranked the bike up, my dad goes through his normal routine where he cranks the bike up, whacks the throttle, make sure it sounds good, puts the bike in gear, whack it again, make sure it has a good rev, and then he puts it all in 5th gear and does a burnout. Well, when he did the burnout for like 2 seconds. It was good. I'm talking, it turned over fast. We thought it was right. And then all of a sudden the tire just stopped. It just stopped moving. So we let him know, and he cut the bike off, and he tried to put it back in neutral from 5th gear, and it wouldn't move at all. Like literally. Then you see how it moves? It would not move at all. So then, to try to unbind it, we tried to get the tire and move it, try to knocking it back in gear. The tire had seized up. We knew we had trouble in. So 6 o'clock in the evening, the day before the race, the bike's tore up. We got problems. My dad and my Uncle Randall, they could see it in my eyes that I was hurt. So my Uncle Randall, he has a bike just like this, way faster, but he's doing a little bit of redoing to his bike. So he has his transmission. His transmission is fine. That's what happened to his bike. We thought the transmission had messed up. So he looked at my dad. He's like, Willie, they call him Little Willie. He was like, Willie, you gotta fix it, cuz. So my dad looked at me. He's been working at the shop all day, so he tired. He looked at me. He said, son, we finna see how bad you really want to race tomorrow. He said, either you can start tearing the bike down, or we can go home. When I tell you I tore this bike down within 30 minutes, and we got the motor off and set it on the table, tore the bike down, looked at the transmission. brand new transmission. This is why they call it drag racing, because it can be a drag sometimes. Brand new transmission, not no used transmission, a brand new built, had broke. When we looked at it, we had to literally take a hammer to hammer the transmission out of the place that it was sealed in. It had seized up. All the teeth on the transmission had broke off. Hadn't even made one full pass on it. Just did a burnout. Going down, brand new transmission, going down the drain. So that was a big loss right there. So finally my uncle came back. He had the transmission. We put it in the frame, put it in the motor. Got everything hooked back up around 1 in the morning. We started it up. Sounded good. Went out the next day. And I made my debut with Chucky. And ever since then, I ain't looked back. Since then, I got the 2-step button wired up to where I can just lock the throttle, hold this button in right here, and lock the throttle. So then all I got to do now is just let go of the button and it takes off. And then this is my shifter. And we actually are hooking up a new system to it, so it tells us whatever the bike is doing in the past. And my dad always messed with it. He said, I'm gonna start adding a little bit more power to it. So now this system gonna tell me whether you get out the gas or not. So now I gotta really be on my stuff. So then he can't see that I'm letting out the gas or not. So yeah, that's just all my bikes. I want to give y'all the evolution of Lil Ted's Racing / Highway 20. And let y'all take an inside look at my toys. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you soon.